Last month, polls showed that up to a quarter of Americans would vote to have their state leave the Union, to secede from America. Well, Fox News decided to go one step farther and asked respondents, what if you had the option of kicking a state out of the Union? Would you do that? And the data is pretty interesting. So up to 17% agreed in the affirmative on that they would actually do that. Now, the states most likely to be booted, perhaps a little bit less surprising. Let's bring up the top 4. So you see there, California, 53% of respondents chose California, the state we're currently broadcasting from. Another traditionally blue state, New York, at 25%. So right there you're seeing a gigantic percentage just in California, New York, and then smaller percentages for Texas and Florida, and it drops off from there. So also, by the way, I think it's interesting, one of the political scientists who ran this poll was the most conservative professor at UT while I was getting my doctorate there. And he did not hide it very much at the time. Nice guy, though. But anyway.
Now, when you say when you were getting your doctorate, when did that happen?
It was in 2007 to 2012.
When did you get it?
I didn't actually finish it.
Oh, so that'd be...
I was getting it, though, at the time.
That's a little bit of a misdirect. I'm getting mine, too. I haven't gotten it.
Yeah.
Also.
That was awesome. Random throw John under the bus. Okay.
I just like to bust his balls.
No, I got that part.
But
I also picked up that you like to bust my balls.
Okay. All right, so look,
I'm going to kick him out of the Union if I get the chance to vote, actually.
All right, so let's talk about this. So look, to the credit of the conservatives, they're smart. They're like, okay, if we kick out California, we'll win more national elections. To their discredit, they're dumb, because if you kick out California, you've really fucked up the country. Yeah. Okay, California is the 7th largest economy in the world. If it was its own country, it is gigantic economic engine of the country. Mm-hmm. It has the top, well, certainly among the top 2 sectors that America is now succeeding in, as we fall behind in so many others, the tech sector and entertainment, which we still dominate the world in, right? You jettison California, you've made a terrible, terrible mistake. If you jettison New York, you lose the 3rd sector, financial sector. Oh my God. I mean, if you combine New York and California and left the rest of the country, which part would you rather be in? Okay. Right. I mean, New York.
I'm going with California and New York.
Oh my God, that would be an economic powerhouse, and in some ways, we'd be the Scotland of America, in the sense that California and New York are far more progressive than the rest of the country. So that's part of the reason they're successful, right? So much more so. Yeah. And we would and by the way, we also have tremendous agriculture in California. So
well, we did until it stopped raining.
Yeah, I know, until recently. And so you might actually have an awesome country. They might be doing us a favor.
I mean, but if a lot of people want to get rid of Texas, right? So then we're getting rid of all of our horse shit manufacturers.
There's actually a couple other states where they manufacture horse
shit. Yeah.
And Florida, we'd have to lose all the lunatics.
We'd lose Florida Man. We'd no longer have Florida Man.
Florida Man. We'd lose all our Christian swingers, which come from Florida, which are nice. Right?
Yeah, some other stats that were kind of interesting, maybe not super surprising, but I think they're interesting. Republicans were more likely than Democrats to want to vote a state out of the Union, at 21% to 13%. These numbers would probably be different under a Republican presidency, I would have to imagine. And then also going back to the secession thing, they had some updated numbers on that. Republicans and independents are 3 times as likely as Democrats to want their state to secede. Nearly 1 in 4 voters who are part of the Tea Party movement would vote for their state to split off. So, I mean, they talk about us being un-American.
I'd like to know the numbers of their respondents who only use caps when writing internet comments, because I guarantee it's high.
Yeah,
okay, I like that poll idea. All right, as we've talked about in the past, if you want to secede from America, that is the definition of un-American, okay? That would make you a traitor, okay? These guys claim to be patriots, remember, Tea Party patriots. I've actually seen polls where they actually had, this is relatively low, 23%. I think I saw a poll with 53% of hardcore Tea Party guys who would like their state to secede. Okay, yeah. So that's the opposite of a patriot. The exact opposite.
They're real Americans.
Oh, right. The real Americans who will now be in a new country not called America if they had it their way. Okay.
You're going to live in the American way it was supposed to be, boy.
In not America.
In not America. But also,